welcome to Cocktails with Tiffany. I'm Tiffany. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite shows, The Bold Type. The Bold Type comes on the Freeform network, and you can also catch all 4 seasons and binge watch them on Hulu. Bold Type is about 3 women who are best friends, and they work at Scarlet Magazine in New York City. The show is obviously about friendship, romance, love, sex, women's health, and they also even get into some political and human rights issues as well, and even orgasms. Hey, why not? To me, this shows a realistic view of what women in their mid to late 20s are actually kind of going through now. There's good topics and conversations that kind of come up out of it as well. I know Sage and I have had a couple of really good conversations sparked because of this show, which is amazing. I also think this show is great for young women because it has a really great depiction of friendships and how these women treat one another and how they support each other and they show up for each other despite their differences. And I just think that that's something that's really missing in most of the shows and teen dramas these days. And it's very fashionable as well. I think one of my favorite things is that they're not afraid to go there with their topics. And also, they don't romanticize shower sex. They show it in its awkwardness, full and whole. Just as someone should. I don't know why people think that that's such a great idea. It's not. So, I would like to say is give it a watch in Freeform. For the love of God, please renew this for a season 5. Yes, please. Do it. Today we're going to be breaking down the 3 main lead characters in the show. These 3 women are bold, beautiful, and brilliant. So in acting, we talk about the characters that we portray, and we discuss whether or not that they're motivated by their head, their heart, or their gut. So each of these women that I'm going to be discussing kind of leads with a different aspect, which I thought was really unique about their characteristics. First up is our girl Jane, and she's played by Katie Stevens. Jane is a writer at Scarlet Magazine. She's type A, she's calculated, organized, very logical, and she likes to be in control, which, believe me, I get. Jane is that friend who would talk you down from a ledge. She would be the voice of reason. And Jane, I would say, she leads with her head. So I went ahead and paired Jane with a blueberry mojito, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with that. So with the blueberry mojito, we're gonna go ahead and start with 1/8 cup of blueberries. Boop, boop, boop. We're gonna do some fresh mint. 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1/2 tablespoon of lime juice, okay, and now we're going to muddle. All right, now you have your muddled mixture, so we're going to add 2 ounces of rum. When I say rum, I mean like clear rum. White rum, whatever it is to call it. And then we're also going to add soda water. It says 8 ounces. And we're gonna add our ice. And give it a stir. And wham bam mojito ma'am. Alright, so next up we have Kat. Kat is the head of social media at Scarlet. She's outspoken, strong-willed, passionate, and brave. She stands up for others and she does what she thinks is right, no matter the cost. Kat is the friend that will fight for you. And I would like to say that Kat leads with her gut. So for Kat, we are going to pair with her the blood orange margarita. Alright, so for our blood orange margarita, we're going to go ahead and start with our ice in our mixer here. We're going to go ahead and add 2 ounces of blood orange juice. I bought this morning, and I'll tell you what, I thought it was gonna be easier to find blood oranges in Dixon, and I was fucking wrong. So we have our blood orange juice. Now we have our lime juice. 1 ounce of triple sec. And 2 ounces of, in quotes, good tequila. Because honestly, if it's not good tequila, it's not worth the hangover. Or, yeah, it's not worth the hangover. Now we're gonna give this a shake. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and get out some Margarita salts. And then if you have a lime wedge for your garnish, go ahead and take that around the edge of your rim, like so. And dip that into your Margarita salt. That's how you're gonna get your salted rim. Woo! And we're also gonna go ahead and toss in another garnish, blood orange slice. We'll just stick that on top. So here we have our blood orange margarita. I will say, I make a really fucking delicious margarita. No lie in that statement either. This is really good. Last but not least, we have our girl Sutton, who's played by the lovely Megan Fahey. Sutton is an assistant at Scarlet Magazine. She later works her way into the fashion department. Sutton is funny, she's hardworking, she's loving, and she's not afraid to go after what she wants. Sutton is strong in who she is. Sutton is the friend that will always be there to cheer you up. To me, Sutton leads with her heart. I decided to pair with her a raspberry rosé sangria. This is gonna be a big batch, so bear with me here. So we have our big old container here, and I've went ahead and put some of our sliced lemon in here and some of the raspberries. I'm gonna go ahead and put those in. Boom. That's what I get for freezing it. So I had fresh raspberries, but I froze them, and they were still a little frozen. But I went ahead and added those in. And then we're going to go ahead and add, so an optional addition to this beverage is this raspberry simple syrup that I went ahead and made here at home. And if you want to see how I made this raspberry simple syrup, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Cocktails with Tiffany. And in my highlights there, I went ahead and highlighted a video clip of me, and I go ahead and include the ingredients that you're going to need for that as well. So let's go ahead and get that added in here. We have our 1 cup of raspberries. We have 1 lemon thinly sliced. Next, we're gonna add a bottle of rosé and then 8 ounces of soda water. I'm not a huge rosé fan, but this recipe just sounded really, really good. Rosé, 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 rosé. I recommend using a container bigger than mine because I can't fit all of this in here. That's okay, more to drink later. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our club soda. And we're gonna give this a stir. All the fruitiness, which I thought might look cool in this container, it kind of doesn't, but you know, it's fine. Just find what works for you. So I held back some raspberries and some lemon for garnish, and we're gonna go ahead and give this guy a try. All right, so we have our raspberry rosé sangria. It's a little tart and tangy, but it's not bad. Alright, and I know I used a lot of fresh fruit today. I guess it's just kind of, you know, we're hitting August, so we're getting towards the end of summer. I figured, why not go ahead and just use a lot of fruit? Sounds fun. Yeah. So So for me, I feel like I'm a little bit of a mix of all three of these characters. I guess I'm more lean toward Sutton's kind of like backstory with her family. And then when it comes to kind of, I guess, personality, a little more skewed toward Jane. And I do know that I would absolutely love to have just a little bit more Kat, her attitude on life. A little bit more bolder, a little bit braver. Who do you more align with? What beverage did you like the most? Go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment. What do you think about these drinks for today? Let me know what you guys want to see next. I've been kicking around some ideas. I don't know, maybe we'll pair some beverages with the new Taylor Swift album. Who knows? That's a little bit autumn fallish. That could be fun. Well, go ahead and drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Follow us on Instagram at Cocktails with Tiffany. And as always, remember to drink in moderation and never drink and drive. We'll see you next time. Ciao!